Electric cars. Good for the environment, not so great for excitement, right? Wrong. Xiaomi just threw down the gauntlet with the SU7 EV. This tech powerhouse boasts features that'll leave seasoned car enthusiasts speechless. We're talking about a range exceeding 500 miles, redefining what range anxiety even means. But is this just a number, or is the SU7 truly a game changer? Let's investigate the specs and see if the SU7 is a revolution in disguise. Xiaomi, the famous smartphone company from China, surprised everyone by launching their new car, the SU7, last week. And now, they're getting ready to take on big names like Tesla with it. It's pretty exciting, right? Let's see what Xiaomi has in store for us this time. Xiaomi is known for making smartphones and home appliances that many people love. They're thinking big and want to try making electric cars too. They're not scared of the big guys like Tesla and Porsche. Instead, they're aiming to make an electric car that's both affordable and reliable. In a world where big car companies usually rule the roads, Xiaomi's decision to jump into the electric car game is pretty brave. But if they can win people's hearts with their smartphones, who's to say they can't do it with cars too? It's a big dream, but Xiaomi isn't afraid to dream big. Now, what sets Xiaomi apart is that they're going solo on this one. While Sony teamed up with Honda for their Afeela project, Xiaomi is going it alone, putting its name front and center. But what's interesting is that Xiaomi hasn't given us an exact release date yet. They're keeping us on the edge of our seats, teasing us with plans to launch it in China sometime next year. As Sean, an auto industry analyst and reporter, pointed out in his earlier discussion, Xiaomi has a solid advantage over China's fast-growing EV scene. Plus, they've been cooking up something called Hyper OS for a while now. Think of it as their way of bringing everything together under one roof. And that's the theme for their appearance at MWC this year: human, car, home, or redefining how everything connects. So, what's the scoop on Xiaomi's first crack at an electric car, the SU7? Well, they're billing it as a full-size, high-performance eco-technology sedan. That's breaking new grounds in terms of performance, integrating into our everyday lives, and being super smart on the go. Alongside the SU7, Xiaomi has worked hard on 5 key EV technologies: e-motor, CTB, integrated battery, Xiaomi die casting, Xiaomi Pilot autonomous driving, and smart cabin. And get this, they've pumped over CNY 10 billion into R&D and assembled a global team of more than 3,400 engineers and 1,000 technical experts to make it happen. And let's talk about the estimated price tag. During the launch of the SU7, Xiaomi made a big statement in the EV market. They surprised everyone, including stakeholders and consumers, by revealing the expected price tags of the car. Lei Jun, the CEO, dropped the bombshell announcing that the standard SU7 model would be priced at 215,900 yuan, roughly equal to $29,872, while the max version would cost 299,900 yuan, approximately $42,228. It's a move that traditional car makers didn't see coming, and it showed when Xiaomi received over 88,000 orders in the first 24 hours of sales. Now, let's talk about what this car brings to the table. It comes in the standard version and the more powerful SU7 Max. The standard version is aimed at regular middle-class customers, while the SU7 Max is expected to be a game changer. What's impressive about the SU7 is even its standard version packs a punch. It has a single electric motor offering a rear-wheel drive setup. A 220 kW motor can churn out around 300 horsepower and 400 newtons of torque. It might not be as fast as the Max, but it's no slouch. It can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 5.3 seconds. The range is also pretty decent. With the standard version, you can expect around 668 kilometers on a single charge. That's thanks to a 73.6 kWh battery pack, which might be smaller but gets the job done efficiently and at a lower cost. At the same time, the SU7's battery is packed with advanced technology integration, just like its beefed-up sibling, the SU7 Max. The SU7 Max takes things up a notch with its dual-motor all-wheel drive system. This feature alone pumps out 664 horsepower and hits a top speed of 265 kilometers per hour. And get this, it can go from 0 to 100 in just 2.7 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche Taycan Turbo when it comes to speed. But here's what really turns heads in the auto market: the range. The SU7 Max boasts an impressive 800 kilometers on a single charge. Now, we all know one of the bigger gripes with EVs is the range, right? It's a pain having to hunt down charging stations all the time, especially when infrastructure is lacking. But Xiaomi's aggressive range puts those concerns to rest, and it's all thanks to its 101 kWh battery, a brainchild of Xiaomi and CATL, a battery manufacturing company. This nickel manganese and cobalt battery strikes a perfect balance between compatibility and performance, delivering that stellar 800-kilometer range. The EV world always thought Tesla would be the one to bring such a battery to life, but Xiaomi beat them to the punch. And when it comes to charging, this battery is a game changer. It supports rapid charging, giving you a whopping 510 kilometers of range in just 15 minutes. Now that's what I call impressive. This supercharger is going to turn heads in the market. These technological marvels are built on Xiaomi's new Medina platform, which is slightly bigger than the Porsche platform. This platform uses die-cast chassis with a clamping force of 99,100 tons, surpassing that of Tesla's vehicles. The 105-liter frunk and 517-liter long boot are perfect examples of how crucial the design of the SU7 is when it comes to utility. Now, let's talk about the interior. The SU7 is as luxurious as a Porsche. It boasts a 16.1-inch central control screen with a 3K resolution and a 7.1 instrument cluster for the driver. The navigation can be viewed on a 56-inch heads-up display which practically covers the entire windshield. And with a 25-speaker system featuring Dolby Atmos, the sound experience is truly top-notch. But perhaps the most paramount safety feature of the SU7 is its armored cage-type steel aluminum hybrid body coupled with multiple airbags. It also comes with a comprehensive suite of active safety features, earning it a 5-star rating in every safety category. And let's not forget about the storage space. The 517-liter storage compartment makes it perfect for stashing your phone, laptop, umbrella, or whatever else you might need on the go. But guess what makes it a real banger? It's none other than the autopilot with the automated driving technology. Xiaomi is taking the SU7 to another level. It's where Xiaomi can outshine Chinese giants like BYD and NIO. The self-driving capabilities are powered by Xiaomi Pilot, which utilizes 2 NVIDIA Orin chips with 508 tera operations per second of computing power. This powerhouse receives data from 13mm wave radar, 11 HD cameras, and 12 ultrasonic radars. It comes equipped with highway driving, self-parking, and more. Both of the international and Chinese markets witnessed the birth of this new EV maker, who seems poised to prevail for a significant time. The test drive results that have surfaced suggest the same. The data from these test drives showcases the guarantee that Xiaomi is here to stay. During the test drives, a question arose: is the SU7 a real driver's car? The answer seems to be a resounding yes. The data suggests that the SU7 is as powerful as a Porsche and smart as a Tesla. The test drive report reveals that the steering system seemed responsive and precise. As for braking, the Bosch one-box system incorporated in the SU7 separates mechanical braking from mechanical regeneration, ensuring a consistently smooth braking pedal. Regarding the autopilot, the SU7 system tends to be more reliable than NIO's NOP+. It passed the reliability test while changing lanes and selecting routes. Despite all the high-tech features, Xiaomi's SU7 never compromises the purest driving sensation. And that's what makes it the real driver's car. Compatibility with other Xiaomi gadgets is what gives it entry into the Xiaomi ecosystem. Even Apple products can be linked to the SU7 to make your work life flawless. Imagine easily using Xiaomi's Xia AI assistant at home to check and control the car, or even using voice commands in the car to control home appliances. But did the SU7 take too much inspiration from Porsche? Even though the SU7 is praised for all these outstanding features, the EV world echoes concerns about originality. Most of the test driving results explicitly hint that the SU7 looks like the twin of the Porsche Taycan. The steering of the SU7 screams Porsche. Additionally, the exterior design of the SU7 also bears a striking resemblance to the Taycan. Do you think Xiaomi's SU7 will generate a buzz in the automobile world? Comment your opinions down below. Click the like button and please follow us by subscribing for more in-depth automotive news.